Hi, welcome to The Skinny. This is Kelly, and yesterday at the Weight Watcher scale, I gained 3 pounds. I am still within my maintenance,
range,
but I'm at the higher end of my weight range versus the lower end, which was I was there before. So my goal is to go back into the lower range. But I'll explain what we had happen over the last week in a minute.
I gained 2.2, which I expected. Actually, I expected it to be worse, but so that really wasn't
I didn't
that bad.
expect quite as bad.
So
but
I'm down 107.4. But
we had a crisis of faith in the freestyle.
Kim decided that if she ate another egg, she was going to gag.
Oh yeah, we hit a wall.
I kind of felt like I started to feel like I was on Atkins, and I just stopped tracking.
Yeah, we did.
I went back to eating my normal stuff without tracking, without measuring anything.
Yeah.
And I can't even say, I mean, I would have been happier if I could just say it was from holiday cake or something really good.
No.
But I couldn't say that. I wish I could have.
We both were really struggling this past week, and we kind of hit the wall. And then we sat down and thought, okay, what's happening? What is happening here?
Yes.
And I think we approached freestyle the wrong way for us.
We did.
I think instead of we went whole hog freestyle.
We did.
Instead of saying smart points, let's introduce some freestyle into smart points.
Yes.
Which I think we should have done.
I think we were just trying to do, I literally felt like I had to live with a 0-point breakfast every day in order to make it work. And I think, so that's how I was living.
I think it was short-sighted of us. I think how we approached it. And at first it was excitement to eat corn and turkey and beans and eggs. It was very exciting.
It was.
And then it became
a chore,
monotonous.
And we've always said we like variety.
We love what we eat.
And we like what we eat, and we like a variety. So for me to be stuck eating the same thing every day is really hard.
But I think we imposed that on ourselves.
We did. This is not we weren't told to handle it this way. It's just what we did because we were very excited about it.
Yeah.
But we just realized, and I'm sure we're not alone.
I'm sure some people probably do the same
I know we're not alone. I know there's some people who are probably feel the same way, but it just means you need to stop and figure out what your problems are.
Yeah.
And we did.
We did.
We figured out that we were trying to live a new way, like Kelly said, and not really bringing into the things that we really loved into it, and we should have.
Yes, it's almost like we were completely eating a new way.
Yeah.
And it was just, initially it was fun and exciting, but it was like, wait a minute. I loved what I ate.
Yeah.
How can I have what I love and bring some freestyle into it to offset of some loss of the points that we had? And it's like, oh, this can be done.
So I had a panicked night where I was like, I've got to figure out what I got to do. I got to do something because
we were both struggling.
This the gain can't repeat. I'm getting ready to lose the 2 pounds I've lost. This will be my 3rd time losing this 2 pounds, and I'm done. I'm kind of happy. So pull out the planner, and I'm going to pause and just mention the planner just because people have asked about it. This is a happy planner. You can get them at Michael's. This is the 9-ring one. They have a smaller one and they have a bigger one.
Yeah, just go watch some videos if you're interested in and see if it was something that would work for you.
And see if it works for you. I did before I got it for me. And it'll work perfect for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did, took it out. One of the things about this planner is there's lots of lovely inserts. And one of them was a pad of notes that are inexpensive. So I took them and made them a meal planner.
And we kind of talked about, pulled out our cards of the meals that they're meals that we always eat. Different ones that we've collected, and we bring them in at different times. We know their points.
Yes.
And
just sat down and didn't just plan dinners, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Well, the snack I actually left, but I gave points to it. Yeah. So first I had to figure out
reduced points.
Yes, I had to figure out I have to have a pointed snack during the day. I'm a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and pointed snack girl. That's who I am.
Me too.
So instead I just thought I'm just gonna have to live a little differently.
So instead of a 6-point snack at night, we are now down to
3 or 4 instead of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And breakfast, I've tweaked. Some days breakfast is 2 points, 3 points with my creamer, 4 points if I do my oatmeal, and if depending on how that goes,
if we do eggs.
If I do the eggs. I'm not going to do eggs every single day.
Yep.
So
I want to interject. I think
Yes.
Weight Watchers has made its point by saying these things are the reason why they're 0 point foods is because they have kind of had some proof that these are not foods that you will overeat.
I will.
Made the point to me because you do hit a wall with certain foods, and that was made pretty clear to me.
Yeah.
You know, I love eggs. Right now, I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
But I'm enjoying utilizing them in things. So we'll get to that. So sit down if you're struggling like we were, and figure out, and the thing is, here's how I started out. I'm just going to work within the 23-point day. Because I don't know my happy number with the points really. Because we've had holidays in there, and we've had, this is just a straight, I have a holiday tonight, but I've got it worked out, and I think it's going to be a moot point. So figure out, I'm going to just do the 23-point day, and if I roll over a point or two, great. If I use a point or two, fine. And that's how I'm going to work it, and that's how I planned it.
But it's sitting down and saying...
It's sitting down saying, what kind of points am I looking at breaking down during my day, and how can I put meals into those points? And what I did was I tweaked some of my meals. Instead of sometimes, like, I'll have a certain, just say for pretend I'm having my ciabatta pizza that I love. Sometimes I'll have a 2-point chip with it. Well, not anymore.
No.
I'll have, if I really feel it's necessary, I might have a piece of fruit or a side of corn. That's just gonna, and that's fine.
Right.
That is completely fine. It's just tweaking
It's tweaking it so you're maybe substituting something for something 0 versus substituting the whole meal for 0.
And maybe some days I will substitute the whole meal for 0.
And I think that's the beauty of it.
Yes.
But it's
Some
not
days.
having to do that every day.
Some days.
It's still eating things that are pointed.
And not even the whole day. Some meals.
But bringing some of those 0 points to round out a meal. And I think we went so literal that it became
I felt like I couldn't eat my Kodiak anymore. That's not true. But I was feeling that way. And I wasn't eating it. So I think that's kind of what we realized along the way is that we have
We're doing this wrong.
We're doing this wrong. We're doing this wrong.
We're doing this wrong for us.
So we've by doing this, I highly recommend sitting down and planning.
If you're struggling
and doing what we did and plan out some meals. Tweak your points. So now we've had some things come back into our lives. I have some snacks that I used to do all the time years ago or even a year ago, and they've come back in. One of them, little pack of peanut butter crackers. There's 4 crackers, 4 points. We'll see this in my snacking.
What brand is that? You keep waving it
Oh,
around
I'm
so
sorry.
I can tell.
It's the Austin ones.
I like how these are the ones.
I went like this. See, they're the Austin ones.
Before that, it was just like waving around something nobody knows.
So these are going to make an appearance for snack.
Right.
Because, it's got peanut butter and it's got peanut butter.
And you lower the SPs for us. We lowered them.
Another one that's made a resurgence already.
Because of the use of an egg in it.
Yes. Because before we used egg beaters, which...
Banana pudding. Not
banana bread.
Banana bread.
You can use the Weight Watchers oatmeal or any other microwave oatmeal. You mash up a banana, really good.
Yeah, really good.
Pour this in, add an egg now instead of the egg beater. Woo!
Oh, it makes it so much better.
Mix it up. We put in pumpkin pie spice or cinnamon.
Whatever you want.
You can do whatever. Mix it up really good. Put it in a mini loaf pan, which you can get at Michael's. Spray it. But Michael's has mini loaf pans if you're looking. I have a metal one, but you can get metal ones, ceramic ones. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Mix it up really good. Pour it in the pan, bake it 350 for about 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. Mine were 25 today. And you're good to go. They're delicious. They're so much cakier with an actual egg.
Yeah, it made me so happy to have it with egg. 3 points.
And it's delicious. So that's a snack.
And filling. I mean, it's a nice mini loaf.
Little mini loaf.
Yeah.
So that's a nice addition to my snacks that I used to do.
And it's an oldie but a goodie.
But you got to remember, I ate that a lot when we were on 26 points a day. And then we went to 30. Yeah. So your points adjusted for 30. Now I need to kind of adjust back again.
Yeah.
And work it out.
And the 0 point foods will help support that.
Yes.
I think with Freestyle, we weren't thinking of the 0 point foods as support foods. We made them the be all and end all.
They were replacement.
Yeah. And I think that's where I feel like I tripped myself up on.
We needed to tweak.
Freestyle.
We really, truly did need to tweak.
Yeah. So for us, I think this is kind of the way to approach it.
So if you are struggling, figure it out. Because I looked at it this way. Quitting is not an option.
No options.
So my first step is working this week with a 23 a point day, maybe, you know, a little less, a little more. And then next week, what I'll do, depending on how well I do, I'm going to try to stick with this, maybe using some of the weeklies and kind of figure out a way to work it and see
what's
how
my
I do
magic
with
number
it. What's
of
the
using
number?
weeklies?
Because I had my magic number, but since we've drastically changed our daily, you know, I have no idea what that's going to look like.
Right, there's some people who could use their dailies and all their weeklies and still lose.
I don't know that that's going to be
That wasn't
me.
the case for us.
Even at 23, because even though you're still eating corn and eggs, they still have calories associated with them. So I'm going to have to still find my magic number
for weeklies.
But this week, this is the stepping stone to really, truly finding that, because there's no holiday involved where there's points going from here and points going there where you're rolling this and doing that. This is going to be a week, because I'm not going to be going over on my evening. So even though it's New Year's Eve, I'm fine. So I'll get a true, maybe more of a true measure.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how that rolls out. And then next week we'll test it. It's not going to be something that's going to be solved for me overnight. I think we're both going to have to really just work it.
Yeah, well, what's my magic number for weeklies? It was always been a test, and you test yourself, and that's how was it for maintenance? How is it for loss? It's sometimes you have to test that, and we already had that kind of set, but now with this new plan, it's figuring that out again.
We're starting all over, kind of, in a way, and I really liked what I ate. I was happy where I was. So,
but you also wanted to shake it up.
You do.
So here's a perfect opportunity.
Yes.
To, I think, work this plan that will work for you.
Yes. And I think we can make it work. It's just going to be some testing. And our leader, and she told us up front, it will take you, potentially up to 5 weeks, if not more, less or more, to figure this out. It's not going to be just something that just comes like that.
For some people, like
maybe
Smart Points for me it was like that.
But there's going to be challenges as you go. You've got to still figure it out.
Yeah.
And we had our fill-in leader Lori yesterday, and she asked everyone who loves it. And there was people who raised their hand. There's people who were like, don't know yet. And then there was people like me who are going, right now I'm hating it. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? There was a little bit of everyone.
Yeah.
So, but she said she expected that.
But we had a member who made Lifetime yesterday.
Did he make Lifetime?
How crazy is that during the holidays? I mean, Christmas.
Yeah. Made Lifetime.
Pretty impressive.
So exciting.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
So also, we want to thank Kim Elder from Macon, Georgia.
Oh my gosh,
these are so cute. Who sent us these cute little spoons. Aren't they adorable?
I have to.
I couldn't unwrap them yet because I wanted to show them wrapped because they're so cute.
It says have a lovely day.
Aren't they adorable?
I'm going to eat my yogurt with these.
Yeah, I love them.
I love it.
Thank you
They're
so much
cute.
for
Thank
sending
you
that.
so
They're
much.
Awesome.
It's going to start my day.
Yeah. And so we're going to work the plan like we've discussed.
Sit down and plan if you're struggling.
See how this works.
Work it with us, because if you're struggling, jump on board with us and we'll work it out.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It will be good. So we will see you later.
Happy New Year.
Bye.